Um, it's a little different than a lot of the other lists we play because it's got the full 4 Chandra's defeats and 2 search for Azcanthus in the sideboard. It only has 3 negates, which very worries me, and I honestly have no idea when I want to bring these searches in, so it could be interesting. I'm still sick, so I apologize if you hear like my nose running or anything like that. I'll do my best not to let it be on the mic, but, you know, I will make mistakes because it's just human nature. Anyway, we're going to jump right into the game. It's kind of interesting. There's also not any one-drop removals in this. I have to imagine game 1, especially on the draw, where not great versus red deck wins. But, like, in theory, this deck feels like it would be pretty powerful in mirrors. In general, I'm not sure how to sideboard the mirror, though. Like, I know I want the Nico. I know I want some Viziers. I know I can get rid of the Cubs. Other than that, I'm not really sure. I'll have to like look at it as we go. Need another land, but we've already got, you know, removal spell, a 2-drop, and our powerful spells. Hey, hey, James, what's the hippity hap? Did you enjoy your unstable draft last night? Very likely Pummeler when you see an Oasis. Not 100%, but quite often. We're going to go ahead and play the Lone Tusk up here. For the simple fact we could draw a land anyway, and versus decks like this, I feel like we need to put on as much pressure as we can quickly. And also because I like dancing like there's no tomorrow. Because there's often not. You know, you don't always get a tomorrow. Pop goes the weasel. Hey-ya! So we're going to want to hit some lands here. Opponent's going to want to hit some lands too. We're going to have to probably fade Bristling Hydra pretty hardly. That was a savagely sad one. I guess we'll kill it too. Come on, deck. Land us. Untap land. Clap your hands. Throw your hands in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. Untap land. Might need a Chandra really bad. Untap land. Hoo hoo hoo. My nose is running, and it's running fast. Oh, you didn't? I figured you would. You are Mr. Consistent. Opponent has a bunch of cards, and we're sitting over here looking at some cards in their hand. My phone's out of my reach. I don't have my phone to play on. Don't you do it. No. Alright, really want this untap land now. This untap land could be rip. Never mind. We could just be dead. Untap land could still be the difference between winning and losing this game. Oh well. Hey Boot, what's up, man? Getting ready to get wrecked by an electrostatic pummeler. Yeah, I think we were supposed to keep this hand. Attacking for, you know, some. Alright. So they're probably just going to untap and kill us. They're going to attack him for half his life, though, so he needs like 2 pump spells to kill us. They always have it. They always have it, Boot. He'll probably have like a cartouche and a larger than life. They always have it. There's the cartouche. He took the time to play a land. So it might not be larger than life if he took the time to play the land. No, like I said, they always have it. There's not a point in life that they don't have it. Their 21 land deck hits their lands. Rip. I guess we want this in this match, and probably want some of these. I feel like these are too slow. I actually don't like Confiscation Coup either. I don't like paying 5 mana to try to steal a Pummeler when they have like dive downs and stuff. I'm actually kind of curious if I want Viziers. This card's okay, I guess. It's a lot of mana though. I don't feel like the game gets to that point in the game real often. Just gonna submit this. We're up to the 23 land version of this deck as well, which is more than most builds run. How you been, Boot? I've not saw you stream in a while. Where is my phone? Aha, I found my phone. Now I can play on Facebook between queues. Yeah. Match is up. And it's fine. Oh, nice. Any spoilers about the decks or the formats you plan to play? They mulligan, so that's kind of good. The modern bug. I would not mind to be able to afford some modern to try. I don't play any, but it's mostly because I can't afford any in the old budget. That's not a bad draw for him, especially versus our current hand. We have a pretty good hand, though. I am what they refer to as poor, white, and trash. Some of the best things. Take 3 on a wreck. Stuffy Daw. Interesting. So, red, blue, colorless, black. Probably should have got a blue there, but we've done going. I'm not a fan of the old Draft GP personally, but that's me. So what monster do they get to play now? This is about the best our deck can really come out. If we can't win this game, we ain't winning no games. That's Electrostatic Pummeler. Hey, Henri Ocelot, thank you so much. Yeah, if we can't win this game, we're winning approximately 0 games. So I'm going to play this one and just attack for 1. killed a pummeler, but I don't want to. I think between the negate and the lightning harness and blockers that we don't need to kill the pummeler. That's a bristling hydra. Alright, well, let's start with this. Assume they're gonna have a dive down or something. Blossoming defense. I guess I can't counterspell that. Counterspell that, I probably just lose, right? Yeah, I guess I should have counterspelled it. Who knew? It's down to one card in his hand. So whatever we chump block from now on, we get to, like, get back as a monster. I'd probably have to negate one of the things that give it flying. Would give anything flying. Nice. Don't mind drawing that. Thopters are just attacking again. Maybe the Vrascos weren't too slow? Oh, Vrasco wouldn't be something I'd even play here, so... Yeah, so they drew a spell and then they didn't play it, so... Would you like to save your Rogue Refiner, sir? Pretty sure I would... Oh, well, never mind. It's probably safe to have made a Thopter there, but for some reason I'd rather be safe than sorry. To the bottom you go, friend. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have a balance. Think we have to negate. to the bottom. I'm throwing this away just because I can buy it back. I have enough blockers. I think that's okay at this point. Alright, we gotta get to the untap phase. We did it, boys. We're on the boards. We've won the game. Oh, yeah. Still kind of want the Viziers. Kind of want the Verascas because like they make bristling hydras not fly, but that seems real bad. I think I'm just going to run it back. This match is hard and I probably ain't sideboarding it right. Our draw's reasonably good. And he mulliganed, so that's reasonably good as well. They have kept and they have put on top. And they shuffled the card they put on top away. Go ahead and get the blue since we have a Nagoot. A Nagoot. A Nagoot. That's a good draw. Hey Parliament, what's up, man? They make a little reasonably good. They make a baby. I don't know. To battle. I wonder if I'm ever supposed to just like get energy here. I'm not going to, but I wonder if I should. Did you enjoy your ball game? Don't you do it, opponent. Don't you do it. Alright, sweet, he didn't do it. He just basically did it. Untap land? You're not an untap land. You're not an untap land at all. Our friends are friends. Smash? Smash or pass, Long Tusk Cub? Could just be dead if he gets untapped, so. Could have dealt another damage there, but I kind of want to save the energy now for the Whirl of Virtuoso. Nice. I don't even know who won. Who is we? Who'd you go with? Did you go with like Bobby? Bobby Metcalf? So if that resolves, it becomes a 2-2 and a 4-4 and an 8-8. So we're not dead if that resolves. Oh, fair enough. Could be dead if he has enough stuff. I think it's better not to kill that though than like the other potentials. Could easily be dead to a lot of things though. Alright, this is gonna hurt. not going to hurt. Let's see what opponent has. We're going to try to appetite it at the end of his turn, which I assume is going to get counterspelled. Then on our turn, we're going to try to abrade and negate. That is the plan. Yes, you got this. You got this, opponent. Glad you went, glad you had fun. And we're going to attack you for lots. I'm not dead any. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I'd done that 1 point of damage last turn, he would have taken 1 more point of damage. So he still wouldn't be dead. Like, he can block here now. Hey-ya. Hey-ya. Yeah, well, in theory, we have a lethal attack. Destroy target artifact. Oh, wow. Didn't expect that to happen. I expected to need to use one of these negates. It's going to be hard for him to even block the Lone Tusk Cub at this point and survive. Short of like... That's a card. Untap land would feel good here. Removal spell would feel pretty good here too, of course. Alright, so removal spell would obviously feel great here now. He has to block. Well, I guess he doesn't have to block anymore. Could have like a Dumbo or something. Yep, yeah, the Dumbo. Tilt. So we really need an untap land to win. Or a removal spell. Either one does it. Either one likely does it, I'll rephrase. Untap land or removal spell. You can do it, deck. How unfortunate. So we're just dead on board if he has anything to give it trample. Alright. It's kind of a tilting way to lose. I think we lost game 1 and game 3 because we missed a land drop. That, I mean, he has to have the +4 here, but I think the odds of him having the +4 here are pretty high. Because we have to play a Whirler Virtuoso. Hey JJ, thank you so much, man. Hope you're having a good day. You back home yet? It's going to end this turn or next turn. I agree, Gunner. If he's got a +4, we're dead on board because we didn't hit the land. I mean, if we hit the land, it would have been perfect. We get our blocker and we stop the one thingy. But we have to play our thing because we're just dead on board to the Oasis. All of the folks are in here today. We have Boot, we got Gunner, we got JJ, we got George, we got James. Nice. Bet you're glad to be home. He's tapping 3 mana, so maybe we're not dead. Nice. Feels like we're not dead if you tap 3 mana. Yeah, well, we obviously have to block. It's kind of a weird attack. What do we got going on this turn? Hey, JJ, you don't need to keep doing that, man. That's way too much. You're going above and beyond, man. You don't need to do all that, but I do highly appreciate it. All right, so this thing can become an 8/7. Sorry, a 7. You can give it 4. So an 8/6? Wait, no, 8/7. So I have to be able to pump this up 1 to even kill that in a trade. Which I can already do, and it gets rid of all the energy for the pummeler if we do that. What's this one? I guess we just attack with both then, right? He has to block this and we get some damage in with this. To the dark side for Columbus. Yeah, I don't know why that's a Twitch feature. That's not me up there. Like I don't set this. Twitch does this automatically. I don't know why it doesn't do cumulative. It only does total, which I find odd. I think Tron's a fair deck. Now, we're going to play this one because it gives us another blocker. Hey, thank you, Sean, so much, man. I appreciate it. So we have another blocker here, and then we have 3 different... Breach is a reasonable deck as well. So we have a negate here if he drew the thing that gives trample. If he didn't draw the thing that does trample, I don't know how he wins. Ever. He's tapping 4 mana, so he just drew another Hydra maybe? He's pumping that up. So, what's he have here? Like an unsummon? A fling? I don't know. We have a negate. I'm not really sure what he's doing. Alright, whatever. We'll just yield to that stuff. You can show us your 80/80. That doesn't have trample. I mean, does he have a fling or an instant way to give it trample? Like maybe he's got a splash for red for invigorated rampage? I'm not sure. Alright, so we got through a hard match. That was just weird. I guess he was just playing because he knew he was dead, hoping I would like miss the block or something, but I'm not sure. Alright, so we got game 1 with Yuya's deck. Now JJ, you're definitely the top supporter by a mile on this channel. You do way more than you should, man. I wish I knew a way to make this just cumulative, but as far as I know, there's not a way. Hey Gunner, I heard you open Spike at the draft Friday. Did you get to play anything sweet with it? Like, did you ever draw it or use it or anything? This hand's pretty good. Man, I don't know how to do things like that. I wouldn't even know how to go back to find that number. I really need to get, like, an overlay. Turn 2 took 12 and strip mined them next turn. Lost that game, but it was the most fun you've ever had. Fair enough. You were certainly the best around, JJ. I don't know how to do it. I would if I could. I think I'm supposed to just use a removal spell here, but who knows. Alright, don't have 2 burn spells, bro. Wait, why is Moto locked up? Don't have 2 burn spells, bro. JJ is my lover. I don't know if JJ would appreciate being my lover. I am a greedy lover. I just want to play this one in case I draw a Rootbound Crag. For those who don't know, Local Dope won our local PPTQ. He's going to the RPTQ. He's going to be the first player from my county to be on the Pro Tour. We're all proud of him. And by all proud of him, I mean we're all excessively jealous of him. You were born this way. Nice, man. Alright. Well, that's not good for us. So we don't even have a land for a confiscation coup if we did draw it. I guess I have to play the Lone Tusk Cub just in case we draw a confiscation coup. Because we're not going to beat this if this thing just starts attacking. Rip. That was our one solid chance. Probably just dead now. But we will play to our very thin out. So I can't understand how we would win here. Maybe he attacks Deshandra? Question mark. He did not attack Deshandra. So I again have no idea how we would win. Okay. He likes a card in his hand more than he likes that. Alright. Confiscation coup. You can do it. That's not a confiscation coup. Somebody that doesn't like their gift, I think. -3 Hazoret. Yeah, we're gonna pass on that, Gunner, but good try. So now we are officially dead. If he has a land, I guess. If he doesn't have a land, we're dead anyway. You can do it, deck. Nope, you couldn't do it. Now, supposedly this match is horrible for us, by the way. But we're going to start off by sideboarding in 4 of this thing. I think we're going to get rid of a lot of our slower things. Kind of don't like Chandra in this match. But Chandra is a removal spell? Pretty sure I'm just doing this. His dono gifted an emote for 3 lucky folks. Huh. Alright, we'll keep this. It unlocked for me because of JJ Steele's donation. That's kind of interesting. Did I get anything? I cannot share my own channel. Oh, well, we tried. We tried to break the system. This hand's about as good as this hand can get. Random removal spell to kill that. He slapped me in the face because he can. Ooh, he's on 1 land even. Get Whirler Virtuoso out. If he misses a land drop, I got a feeling we win. He did not miss this land drop. I'm just playing this one. Opponent can see what's coming. Just try to end the game as quick as possible. I'd say this is almost concession time for him. Would rate it very likely that we're moving into concession territory. That was an interesting draw. Hey-ya! Can you demonic tutor? Like, I mean, we could have an attune on turn 1. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Twitch does all sorts of really sweet things like that. I will choose to take no damage this turn, except for like 1. Wait, you're just attacking with that? So you're at 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? Okay. I kill you. JK, I don't. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep. Double removal spell for his other 2 blockers and get him. Subs are $4 until January? Oh, for new subs. Gotcha. Kind of sucks that they do it for just new subs, because like that means like people that are loyal get the shaft. Alright, well that seemed to work out well. So when our opponent only draws 1 land for 3 turns, we got this. We got this all-in check. Woo-ha! I'm just submitting. I don't think I want any of these planeswalkers. I think they all cost a lot of mana, and these 2 aren't terrible, but like I don't really want to play into Chandra's defeat. And the gates are reasonable, but I don't think they're good enough in general. Viziers is something I could see with a different build, but I don't think I want Viziers, especially if I'm not even maxed out on Hydras. Pretty sure I just want this. Fair enough. Oh wow, this hand is not good. I think it's a keep though. I think this is a keep. This hand's pretty bad, but do we get a better hand if we mulligan? Maybe? It's a mulligan, I think. This is going to die, so we can kind of ignore this. So then we're on like a 5-land hand. think this is a mulligan. This card's really good, but like if it's the only card we have, it's not good enough. We can do better. JK, we can't do better. Alright. Lesson learned, I should have kept. Actually, I think I like this 5 more than I like that 7. Probably just wrong. Oh yeah, I'm just wrong. We are roasted. He had the good draw and we have no removal. He had the good draw and we have no removal. That's a bad sign. Oh. Yeah, opponent had a good draw. He's only on 2 lands too, and look what he did to us. Like, look how he wrecked us with 2 lands. Kinda wanna play this, but if I play this I still take a minimum of 3 damage. Eh. Just, alright, he's got to attack with both, sure. I guess I have to double block the Karl Zev. Alright, I guess I'm not double blocking the Karl Zev. I guess I block this. If he's got the 3rd shock, I'm just dead anyway. We're probably just dead anyway at 6 life and no way to gain life. Taking at least 2 down to 4. Could just take 1. Would I rather take 1 or would I rather take 2? I guess I'd rather take 2. And he just untaps and plays another one. Need a way to gain life, and we just don't have any in our deck. I imagine if he didn't play another spell there, he's just got a double burn spell and we're dead. But that's okay. I mean, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I am curious whether the mulligan was correct or not, though. He's got to have double burn spell. Like, we do have a 2-turn clock here. I think I'm just going all in on this. If he's got a way to kill this, he's not killing me, and I'm fine with that. Especially if the Chandra's defeat, I'm fine with that. I think he's thinking about it. I think I actively want him to use like a lightning strike on the Bristling Hydra. Like, I think it's something that we actively want. Alright. Well, he just used it on my face, so that's probably real bad for us. Hopefully it's just like Land and Crasher, because we can beat Land and Crasher. Oh god, we're going to win this game. We're going to win this game. Woohoo! Throw your hands in the air. Who expected that? I did not expect to win that game. But when your opponent draws, you know, 4 lands in 2 games, I guess you can get lucky and win at 1 life sometimes. We'll take it. That wow. Didn't expect to win that one. Thank you again, JJ. That's 1,200 bits today, man. That is absurdly generous and way too much. Not all heroes wear capes, JJ. What is this little thing? Holiday cheer. Get them biddies. Whee! $12 million. Man, if somebody gave me $12 million, I can assure you I wouldn't stream tomorrow. Because I would have a heart attack today. I mean, that's fair. That is fair. He could wear a cape. That'd be the coolest medical professional ever. No, I'm not lying. I would probably stone have a heart attack if somebody gave me that kind of money. You'd stream my funeral, though? I appreciate it. You wouldn't even come to my funeral, and you know it. Nobody would, except for Ricky. Maybe Ricky would show up to spit on my grave. Sean might show up. He wouldn't like to, and he'd resent me for it, but he would come to be nice, because Sean's too nice of a human being. Now, Ricky'd probably show up to spit on it. Robbie might show up out of moral obligation, but there might be like a whole 9 people at my funeral that isn't blood related to me. And it probably takes more than 9 people to carry me and be pallbearers, so that'd be pretty interesting. They don't make suits to fit me. I've not had a suit since I was like a senior in high school thinking about going to the prom. That was the last suit I ever bought. I have socks older than you, though. Alright, 5-0 Dreamlight is still alive. But more importantly, PD Chest Dream's still alive. We just gotta win 1 out of the next 3 to get that PD Chest. Unfortunately for Rob, he gets none of my collection. It's already in my will that they go to my mother, and Sean gets a % for helping her sell them. I highly doubt anybody's throwing me in anything, Gunner. I'm probably too large to be thrown in anything. Alright, we have to get to Forest, I think, to turn on these root-bound crags. Now, this is not a bad hand. It's not a great hand. Have you heard Gunner's consignment services? Hey, we got another real strong card. I'm pretty sure I'm just playing this one. Because this thing's gonna die anyway. So I might as well make it not die to Lightning Harness. I don't put a lot of value in Lone Tusk Cubs versus Black decks because of Fatal Push. Like, I'm stone sideboarding out the Lone Tusk Cubs anyway, so like I would rather just try for the higher upside of being able to smooth out the mana. Again, just don't think the Lone Tusk Cub does anything in matches like this. Like, I don't think he's a control deck. I think he's that mid-range deck. I'm also not going to make one Thopter here. Just don't think it's particularly worth it, and maybe the Lone Tusk Cub can get big enough to do something. But probably not. Yeah, we're just going to keep going down this lonely road then. Could have played around Censor, but again, I assume he's not a control deck. I assume I'm more likely to get Essence Scattered than Censored. And if I hit a any colored source that lets me play Scarab next turn, I want to try to play Scarab next turn. So I kind of feel like it's worth the risk. It ended up working out. These decks generally just play a million removal spells and then play Scarab. That's typically how these decks play out. He could have been on a different deck. I'm just going by what's most common, because we have to go by what's most common when you have such limited information. Alright, opponent. Don't you dare have that Essence Scatter. Could play double threat here, but I actually just want to go ahead and get this online. Like I said, if they're playing the exact same deck as we are, there's a high probability they're just slamming theirs, and the person who plays the first one gets a lot of benefit from it. So I'd rather just go ahead and try to slam it. If they untap and play a land, I'm not actually sure what I'll do. They also play Vraska's Contempt, so I might be a little more protectful of the last Scarab. Yeah, I think I'll be a little bit more protectful of this last Scarab. I think if he had anything reasonable, he would have stopped them. Alright, so I'm just slamming the Scarab next turn. I was trying to bait a counterspell and I failed miserably. Very miserably, mind you. Will not block the champion, ever. Also not attacking with the champion. Or, not attacking with the ground guys because of champion. Sorry, I misspoke. Fortunately, we have to save the one black mana. Yeah, they were real high, then they went down, and now they're going back up. It's actually getting real popular in Modern right now. I've saw Nassif stream it a lot today. Todd Anderson, or sorry, saw him stream it a lot lately. Todd Anderson played it in the Modern PPTQ today. It's becoming a pretty popular card. It's actually a really fun looking deck. If I owned the cards, it's something that I would consider streaming. Just because it looks fun. Like, it just looks real fun. Yeah. I never knew why they went down that much. When they started going down, it kind of blew my mind. I was like, what? Really? That's going to go down that much? Okay. So, opponent is really on the I need to champion a wits plan. This has to be good for us. I think they'll go back down. I don't, I've not opened any yet, but I've only played 3 drafts. Currently 8-1 in the format. No! Why, opponent? Why? That's just rude. good draw. Still firmly ahead at the moment, but like one scarab can like change all of that. Yeah, so he's buying back the champion. So Lightning Harness, Confiscation Coup are both great draws here. Vraska's a good draw here. Chandra's a good draw here. We have a ton of good draws here, but like the game's certainly getting close. Closer than I would like, considering how far ahead I felt we were. It's actually not a terrible card. I'm gonna go ahead and play it. So we're probably trading like part of this Lone Tusk Cub for a bunch of damage. Alright. Now we have a decision to make on whether we're going to kill the champion of wits or not. I don't think I'm going to. I think it's very unlikely that our ground guys get through anymore, and I'm going to want to abrade like a Whirler Virtuoso and start trying to kill him with the Thopters. I think the Thopters plus like maybe drawing a Chandra is basically the only way we win. Yeah, felt that was fairly common for him to play here. Hopefully he doesn't have two. If he drew two, that's real bad. If he drew another, if he drew like another Scarab, that's pretty bad too. Or sorry, another Vraska's Contempt, that's pretty bad. So we really want him not to have another Whirler. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, this is kind of like I was saying. I did not think our ground creatures would deal any more damage. Really, Legion of Landings were good sellers for me. I guess I just send these. I'm willing to trade this for this if it happens. I don't think our Lone Tusk Cub gets much better than that, and it lets us start attacking with Whirler Virtuoso. We get the Champion of Wits off the table. I don't think we've made a mistake this game. Maybe I could have played Scarab a turn earlier. The second one. Well, that's disappointing. I was really counting on that point of damage. Alright, we need him to really brick on just 2 draw steps here and we'll feel pretty good. Or we can draw Chandra and that'll probably be enough. There's 2 Chandras in the deck. Vraska might do it. Him not drawing Scarab and him not drawing Whirler Virtuoso and him not drawing Vraska's Contempt are our best options. Like we need to run pretty hot here. I think. There's his Chandra. Alright. So unless he has a Fatal Push, we can kill his Chandra. I think we have to kill the Chandra. If given the opportunity. Right, he's down to 2, so any Chandra we can draw this game we would win with now. He's not going to be able to gain life, so. We don't have loan to draw it, that's for sure. Alright, so it looks like we need a Chandra and basically 2 draw steps. Maybe a Whirler Virtuoso could do it too, like if he didn't, depending on what his last card is. Alright, this is a good one. So, blue, green, colorless. You can do it, deck. Alright. Harness Lightning. Don't think we're letting him draw a card, so... Alright, so if he dodges, if he misses one turn, come on, deck. He's gonna miss one turn. Or we can still draw, you know, we can still draw Chandra. Or he could draw Scarab. Now we have to draw Chandra, because that is certainly not a miss. Confiscation Coup is still a useful card then. But pretty much we have this one draw step. Alright, sometimes you just... I feel like we got incredibly unlucky. But, what do I know? Maybe I missequenced the beginning of the game. No, we're dead on board. It's a little bit tilting. Not tilting per se. Tilting is the wrong word. It's a little bit discouraging. Discouraging feels like a better word. Alright, so we're on to play. I definitely want these. I definitely want these. I definitely do not want these. What else? I kind of don't want the Chandras, but like maybe Chandra's good. Chandra's probably not good. He's going to have a bunch of Chandra's defeats. I don't think Chandra's great versus Whirler Virtuoso decks in general. Maybe Chandra's good if I'm playing this card. So I got Glory Bringers and Whirler Virtuosos, and that's really the only ways besides Scarab that he deals damage, so maybe I want both of those. I wonder if this is the type of deck that we want Search in against. Like a long, grindy game? I feel like Search could be good here. I feel like some negates could be good here too. A Braid's probably not great. Kills like Glint Siphoner, which is important, but that's basically all it kills. We have these to try to get Glint. This doesn't feel right. Get out of my deck. What's this look like? What would I take out for another Search? Kind of want the other Search. I don't know what I would take out. Possibly a Chandra's defeat, but I feel like they play a lot of Chandras. Hey! What's up, man? Hello, SN Johnson and Japoli. Oh, wow! I didn't submit. I was too busy thinking. That's like the third time I've done that lately. Wow, wrecked. Wrecked. I did not submit, so we did not sideboard. We'll keep this hand, even though this hand's not good. Like, I don't want this in my deck, for example. Wow, I gotta start sideboarding quicker. All of a sudden, I've found out that I'm not able to sideboard anymore because I think too much. That's generally not a good idea. Hey, Teravon, congrats on your top 4 yesterday, man. We were rooting for you. Wish you'd have got it. I just really feel like Chandra's a dead card. I feel like it's going to do nothing. I feel like it's going to do nothing but die. I'm not even going to play it. That's how bad I think it is. I'm just going to play it a Whirler Virtuoso and hope. I assume it just dies to an Essence Scatter and or a removal spell. Goodbye, Chandra. I guess we should have cast it. Looks like mistakes were made. It had the high subside, but I just don't think it does anything in these matches. Exactly what we wanted, another land. Yeah, mono red's really hard for those decks to beat. I think Lone Tusk Cub is very overrated. I don't really like it. I sideboarded out in almost all the games. Like, I sometimes leave it in on the play, but like I sideboarded out on the draw every game. It doesn't seem good. I've not saw his exact 75, but it seemed like he had a lot of weird planeswalkers. I know a lot of other people have cut Cubs as well. Like I think we're getting closer and closer to not wanting Cubs, but like Cubs can just steal a game. Opponent still has 7 cards in his hand. We have 2, and neither of them do much. Seems kind of bad for us. Could have killed that, but I'm actually just going to take it with a coup. JK, not taking it with a coup. Well, I was going to just take it with the coup. Hey, Gio, what's up, man? I didn't know you were here. Yeah, go ahead and kill that. I just want to keep attacking before he gets out of his mana screw. Like, I feel like we're pretty far behind. I just want to do as much as I can while I can. Kappa. The Siphoner's pretty good. I really need to try the 4-color, like the full 4-color build again. I think Jabber's onto something with his like Soul Tie list, but like I really missed the red cards. Hydra's been the most important card in all the mirror matches to me. Like, I absolutely love this card. It always does a fantastical amount of work. Is it bad that I want to cast Confiscation Coup on the Thopter just so I can try to 2-turn clock him? Like, that just has to be terrible. So terrible, in fact, that we're just going to attack. If our opponent never draws a land, we have a good chance. That's how you play Magic, right? Just your opponents never draw lands, you have a good chance. Gonti has been all impressive for me. Alright. Is the opponent going to finally draw land? Looks like they're not drawing a land yet again. Alright, so we won a game where we didn't sideboard. Have we lost any game that we didn't sideboard? Alright, we're definitely going to sideboard for game 3. I'm going to be faster about it this time. I know I want these. I know I want at least some of these. I know I want at least some of these. I know I kind of want all of these. I can't bring in all of that, but we're just I'm just moving them over there for now. I think I can get rid of the Cubs. I think I can get rid of the Braids. I think I can get rid of the Chandras because, quite frankly, I'm gonna be too afraid to ever cast a Chandra anyway. So, like, what is that? One card different? What the heck was I doing differently a second ago? Oh, well, that's a lot of cards different. My bad. I was confused. Get your butt back over there. Yeah. Probably don't have room for the negates then. Probably don't want all 4 Chandra's defeats. Maybe we only want 1. Maybe we only want 2. I'm not sure. The Search for Azcanta just may not be good enough in general. I think the Search for Azcanta is not great. Maybe I'd rather have negates than searches. I'm confident I don't want any of these cards. I'm not confident about these searches, and I'm not confident about whether I want negates or not. That's the parts that are a little tricky to me. Maybe I can get rid of the Servants of the Conduit. Makes this Fatal Pushes a lot worse if I get rid of the Servants of the Conduit. So it makes my draws a lot less good in general across the board. I wonder if I could do something like this. I definitely don't want all of those. I think I'm going to do this. We're going to try this. I think I want to cut the Coops Freed. I believe that, like, we only really lose the Scarab. Or, like, bad draws. Yeah, this is Yuya's list at Worlds. He played a treasure map, and it seemed pretty good. I liked it. I liked the idea behind it, even. Searches seem kind of odd to me. There is absolutely no way that this Nicobolus will be in our hand when it comes time to cast it. Yeah, I could have took the Nissa out on the draw as well, but Nissa is a card that can win a game if you draw it late. I feel like it's probably wouldn't keep it. I think I should have got a Forest there too. I don't know why I didn't. Could have took out the Nissa. If this was normal Temur, I would have definitely took out the Nissa. Like, I would have snap taken out the Nissa if this was normal Temur. Wouldn't even consider keeping it on the draw. Well, I was thinking that their deck might be able, doesn't pressure it well enough that, like, if it comes down, maybe it can win. They are a Vraska's Contempt deck, though, so maybe it's not a powerful enough Planeswalker to keep versus a Vraska's Contempt deck. Did he keep a 1-land hand? Okay, he didn't. I was going to say, that's just awkward. That was a good draw. Was Search for Azcanta a good draw? The turn after he resolves a dress and when he can't counterspell it? That's a good one. So this card's going to give us a lot of decisions to make. It's a good thing we still have a lot of time on our clock. He discarded a Whirler Virtuoso. That's interesting. Scarab God to my graveyard. I don't think so. I also don't really want to draw it, though's the problem. What do you do when you don't want to draw it and you don't want to get rid of it? You just want it to come back another day. well discard anything that's not guaranteed a land next turn. Can't imagine keeping any card that's not a land. You got rid of my negate. What does he have that is worth keeping a negate for? It's kind of an interesting spin, I think. Harness Lightning into the graveyard? Yes. That's not a land. That's not a land at all, friends. Probably should have made a token last turn and attacked. On the positive note is, it's a Gigante. This card does work. I think there's a good chance that I'm just going to go ahead and start bashing now. Rootbound Crag to the graveyard. No, we need our lands, unfortunately. I kind of feel behind as well. I don't think we're ahead this game. He has 2 cards in hand and we have a search, but like we're not really getting cards in our graveyard fast and we don't have a lot of mana to take advantage of it either. So he doesn't have anything? Interesting. Rogue Refiner to the graveyard? Nope, we'll keep that. Hopefully he doesn't have an Essence Scatter. Even if he does have an Essence Scatter, though, it just goes to our graveyard and fuels the search. A pretty good hand here. Kinda don't want to play a Harness Lightning because I want to save the energy for... Actually, I think I'm just going to go all in and attack. Certainly not putting that in the graveyard, and that changes our entire plans as well. Because now I just kind of want to play it. See what happens. Kind of want to attack with everything, but I can't as long as the Gunty's still in play. He's got double removal spell, the Hydra would die here, but... Alright. I have double removal spell, so we can like prolong Scarab for a while. Yeah, like whatever it is, he's not played it yet. It could just be like a confiscation coup trying to get our Scarab later. Could be a removal spell. Could be a Veraska. Yeah, so there's a Scarab. Confiscation coup to the graveyard? I don't think so. I guess we'll keep that. Then I think we'll attack with the Fopter again. really not getting anywhere like this. Kill this during our end step so he doesn't get it back till his. Probably going to lightning harness this Gonti now, since we get to flip the or search for Azcanta either way. Could obviously do something else depending on whatever random thing he plays, but we have the first confiscation coup for the Scarab now, so let's see what he's going to play. So it was a Vraska. Interesting. Ooh, and that kills our land, so that changes lots of things, doesn't it? That actually changes lots of things here. We have to kill the Vraska, I think, so I think that means we have to actually kill this. Not too pleased to. Alright, so if he has a Chandra's Defeat, we can just assume this is dead. So if we send this, this, and this at Chandra, it dies, and we can send this and this at him. So I don't think we have to make a token this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2... Yeah, I don't think we have to make a token this turn. Untap land? Nice. Alright, so what happens here? So say he has a removal spell to kill this, and he blocks this. So we actually have to send all of these at Vraska. Whoops. It's the only way to guarantee kill Vraska, right? I think that's the only way to guarantee kill Vraska. Because he could block and have like one Chandra's Defeat. Maybe I should have made one Thopter. Making one Thopter would have made our attacks a lot better. Yeah, I don't like not making one Thopter. Hey, Atrocity, thanks so much, man. How's your streams been going lately? I know I haven't been on a weird sleeping schedule, so I've not got to really watch any, but I hope everything's been going well for you. So if he plays his own Vraska now, we can take it and get rid of a blocker and just bash with the world. Yeah, but not super concerned about that. That might be something I should be worrying about, but I'm not ungodly concerned about that. Alright, so decision time. Are we going to take 1, 2, 3, 4? Are we going to take the Scarab or not? I don't think I'm going to take a Scarab. I think it's too easy for him to have a... I think it's too easy for him to have a removal spell. Or sorry, like a negate. I'm just going to take this. I think this is the best card there. It's kind of interesting. Do I want a Vizier, or do I want another Gonti, or do I want a Harness Lightning? All of those cards do a lot of things right now. I think I want the Harness Lightning. I think that's the best all-around card. Put that on bottom. That's a pretty good card too. Alright, so if I attack with them all, what happens? He could have a removal spell plus this to kill this. But if he does that, this eats this. I think I'm just attacking all out. Maybe I don't send the Hydra into combat now, but I don't think the Hydra gets better, so. I don't really care what goes to my graveyard either if he doesn't have exactly an untapped land. Fine with that. If he has a removal spell here, he's still taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is putting him at a very low life total. And making it to where he can't use Scarab twice next turn. Now, I'm more than happy if he's not using Scarab twice next turn. Like, I'm exceptionally happy if he's not using Scarab twice next turn. One of the reasons we killed Harness Lightning was for that exact thing. Like, he's got a lot to beat here. And he's at 3 and we have a removal spell, so. Not only is he at 3, unless he deals with our own Scarab God, he's technically going to be at 1. If we choose to use our Scarab, which, who knows whether we will or we won't. Probably will. I can't imagine not. Yeah, definitely going to use the Scarab, I think. Dealing the extra point of damage, I think, is beyond worth it at this point. Alright. We have acquired a pity chest, friends. When all else fails, turn everything sideways and hope you're right. Pity chest online. We would have got 2 scries. We would have kept the land, so doesn't matter what the other cards are. Alright, sweet. Pity chest online. Think we're making good decisions in our play, bad decisions in our sideboarding so far. I do feel like we're learning. At least getting more comfortable. And you guys, and by you guys I mean JJ, have given 1,205 bits today. Atrocity, you're way behind. I don't even think Al's listening. Al doesn't like me anymore. Won't play League of Legends with me or anything. Alright. Can we get a little bit better than a pity chest, or is that just being greedy? Apparently it's being greedy. Check out, we got the nice 7 land hand here. Snap Molarino. Alright, we're going to keep this hand. This hand's actually pretty fair. Actually generally like keeping 1 removal spell, so I'm going to actually keep that removal spell. Oh, the red mana, I guess? Huh. Yeah, red mana's fine. How many times do I have to click it? There you go. They say mono red's this deck's hardest match, so it'd be nice if they were just wrong sometime. Fortunately, the people who make those statements are generally not wrong. Eh. Putting Kinners in the graveyard's not fun. Okay. We're up to 4 at least, so at least we can protect Long Tusk Cub now. The green mana's more important. Our hand's pretty good. This is the type of hand you can steal a game with, as long as they don't have, like, if they have a Chandra, it's going to be hard. If they don't have a Chandra, this is the exact type of hand that steals a game. I'm willing to trade the Long Tusk Cup for, like, a burn spell and a Kenner, I believe. Maybe I'm not. Yeah, I don't think I am, actually. I think I'd rather just take 2 damage. Because the Bristling Hydra protects next turn regardless. There's no reason to put it in combat like that. Now we can try to start closing the game, I guess. I think that's enough. I don't want him to be able to use, like, double removal spell or something. I want to save some energy for the Whirler Virtuoso, because we may need it. Looks like he's flooding pretty hard. We'll snap block with the Hydra now. Alright. Attacking for bunches. Sure. Yeah, so blue, red, colorless. Like wants to kill this. It's taken 2 points of damage already, so I have to give it 3 to protect it. Think I'm willing to give it 3? Then he uses another removal spell? I think I'm fine with that, actually. I don't care if he kills the Hydra if this thing's like a 90. If he wants to use another removal spell on this, I mean, like, that's all fine. If he's got a shock too, this sucks, but I think this is only bad if he has a shock. Then I don't think it's even that bad. Mainly because we have the Confiscation Coup that would be able to steal a Hazard and or steal one of these 4/4s. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 11, 12 with the Confiscation Coup. Sure. Is he going to attack? He did not attack, so he is just dead then. Just dead then. Yeah, it's fun to steal games versus hard matches. So we can attack for 14 here. Alright. Well, I did not think that was going to go well. Alright, so again, I believe I'm just going to sideboard in this and take out some of these slower cards. I don't think I want to change anything else besides that. I don't know if this is right or wrong, but it's what feels the most right to me. I can see arguments for having a negate or two or a vizier or two as well, but... Uh-oh, I have missed messages in the Discord. So has everybody had a good weekend so far? Hope everybody has. Hey, it's J-Bone. What's up, man? Hey, Jay, we've already locked up a pity chest today, so this is obviously a wonderful stream. Pity chest. Pity chest. Pity chest. Oh, sorry. I get excited about the little things in life. Give me that pity chest. We'll open her. Probably won't open her. Tired and hungover. Must be the holidays. And by holidays, I mean every other day. Has anybody been watching the Grand Prix? Like, who's doing well? Well, I guess that's probably a bad thing to ask. Could be spoilers for some people. So, ignore that question. Alright, can we get this win? Can we get more than a pity chest? I guess this little, like, thing just dances. It's just been dancing here. It's like, hi. I wonder if opponent just like left or something. Nope, no piece here. That's kind of an interesting hand. We don't have green mana. We have every card we want other than green. Well, not every card we want, but we have a very reasonable hand other than green mana. Pretty sure I'm mulliganing it. Huh. I liked our 7 better. Alright, we'll keep this hand. I think this hand is literal trash. It's trash money, but I'm not going to go to 4 versus a red deck. I don't think I'm changing anything from the sideboard to the play. Maybe he doesn't have a burn spell, but like, he probably does. It's hard for him not to, really. Didn't play any 2-drops either, so there's a very good chance that we're getting rampaged. Not rampaged. It's actually kind of scary as well, though, so. No second removal spell, please? That's a second removal spell. We said please. Come on, man. Alright. What kind of luck would it take to win this one? Spoiler, a lot. In fact, we are pretty much Dobbs. Oh, okay. We are definitely Dobbs in. No outs. And he's playing a spell, too, instead of doing damage. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, I'm not changing anything from the sideboard to play. We're just resubmitting, hoping to get a better draw. Untap land wouldn't have done it because if he didn't spend mana, he could have done 2 damage to the end of at the end of our turn, or in response to our confiscation coup, and then done the 9th damage was just attacking with the Beaumont since we would have got a tapped Hazoret. So I can't think of anything that he could have played to let us win that. I don't think I want to change anything. Alright, we'll play first. What do we got here? Another one of these hands that are very good if we had land. I don't think I can keep it, though. There's 23 lands in this build of the deck. And this hand's even worse. Wow. Alright, rip 5-0 Dream. Rip 5-0 Dream. I don't know, maybe we can rip like a land into a Bristling Hydra and he'll have a slow draw. It's the type of things that could happen. It's just not likely to happen. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm going to go ahead and play this one. Feel like there'll be a better target for our one and lonely Abrade. Can't block, though. Alright. I think we have more removal spells than them, but see how that goes. Hey, Villu. What's up, man? Not likely to win a lot of games where we draw this many more lands than them. But again, we could just draw like Bristling Hydra or something and still be in this game. Hydra? One time? Not a Hydra. Don't know what we could draw. Certainly not a land. Maybe we could draw a Whirler Virtuoso into something, but like I said, he's got 5 cards in hand. We're just not winning this game. Alright. That's enough of that. So we feel the pain that our mono-red opponent felt in a previous match where we just didn't get to play Magic games 2 and 3, just like I think our round 2 opponent didn't get to play Magic games 2 and 3, but like, red's a hard match to beat anyway. Alright, round 5. Can we do better than a pity chest? It's time to find out. Time to find out. Well, it might be time to find out. It's not MTGO. Like, it's part of Magic. It happens. We won a game like that. We lost a game like that. It's not that big of a deal. You're always going to lose some games like that. Like, we're not playing chess. There is a degree of variance. And you're going to win some games like that as well. It's what makes Magic a beautiful game. We'll keep it. We have to hit a land, but I think it's too strong of a hand to get rid of. Going to have to hit a land. Again, there's 23 lands in this build, and there's 4 attunes, so this is like a 27 land build. But our hand was just way too powerful to mulligan, I think. So you got a forest and a mountain, and then you play that. We're going to go ahead and get the refiner in play because we want to hit a land if possible for the Chandra. Alright, well we hit a land, but it wasn't the right land. Any land's better than none, though. Oh, opponent F6 this turn. Wow. That's terrible. I feel terrible for him. That's so unfortunate. Man, that really sucks. I have to just keep playing the game though. Cause like if I don't attack with this and I try to make the game fair and he just uses a removal spell at the end of the turn, then like I get the short end of it, so like I can't even try to be nice and not give the turn back. Unfortunately, if we don't get lands, that's not even going to matter. I don't think I want to play the Servant, even though we really need the red mana, because it's too easy for him to have Fatal Push. I think we just want to play this one. I'd rather play the Servant on a turn that I'm wanting to cast one of our three removal spells. This is pretty bad, guys. It's a little bit better, but it's not a lot better. We like have all these cards and none of them really do anything. A second Bristling Hydra, that's brutal. I think if he attacks, I think we do double block. So he can make this thing deal 7 points of damage and we have 7 points of block. I think we have to. If he wants to spend 6 energy, I guess we just let him spend 6 energy. Huh. Alright, we'll make another one of these, I guess. Let's pay 6 energy to kill the Whirler he can. Just taking 4 here. Wow, another Bristling Hydra. Interesting. I guess we're going to make one more of these. Huh. So I can cast this. So we can cast this and make another token, and then he kind of like has to attack that, but we uses all of our energy that way. We can play Chandra, tick it up, and gain 3 energy to get another blocker. We could just attacking for 8, but like a Whirler Virtuoso kills us pretty easy, I think, if we do that. Feel like I think I like to Chandra, tick up, play Harness Lightning, bank 3 energy, but because I think we can protect Chandra next turn, so I think it deals 2 damage and gives us more options on the following turn. Yeah, it seems like I think that's our best play. So I think this one gives us the most options. I think we can protect Chandra like this. And we may not want to protect Chandra either. Like, him just attacking Chandra could be good for us. Especially when we're trying to race. If he draws Whirler Virtuoso, though, like, we can't race. That's the big problem. He just gets to make 4 Fopters the second he plays a Whirler. Four Fopters bring all the boys to the yard. Is he just attacking with one thing? Huh. Okay, he's attacking with both. I think they're both going to go at Chandra. Oh, one's going at Chandra, one's going at me. So the one going at Chandra is getting blocked. I think it's getting blocked just by a Servant. Yeah, I think it's getting blocked just by a Servant. Which means he would be able to abrade this if he wants. Or not abrade, but you know what I'm trying to say. Right, I'm going to lead with this. See what we hit with this right off the top. Think I would rather play this card. Wait, what's lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's just 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. It was just 10. We didn't have 3 energy last turn, so we couldn't make a Fopter, and if we made a Fopter, we didn't have red mana to kill the Rogue Refiner. Yeah, I didn't think I miscounted. You got me worried there for a second. I think I'd rather just do the damage to him. I'm casting this pre-combat because I'm afraid of him having a... I'm afraid of him having like a way to kill this. I don't think we're attacking with everything. I think we're saving several blockers now. So say he has a Glorybringer, right? Glorybringer kills this. And we just like randomly block 2 and we're still alive. So if he has 2 removal spells. Alright, we're going to be extra cautious because we have a lot of stuff going on right now. And I think with the lot of stuff we have that we can find a way to win. I think we just have to like do some chumps, but I do want to play around Glorybringers. I don't know how that game would have played out differently if our opponent got to play something. Like, I feel like we would have got to deal extra damage with the Rogue earlier, but I don't know. Maybe we would have lost. I have no idea. Bristling Hydras are hard to beat, though, and he had 3 of them. Alright, so sideboarding versus them. He didn't. He showed us Blooming Marsh. And he got a second red. So I definitely want this. I definitely want these cards. I probably want some of these. He showed us Blooming Marsh versus the Blooming Marsh versions of the deck. I always fear the Planeswalkers, Rivers Rebukes, the whole 9 yards. Basically, if they have black spells, I typically bring in a negate. Certainly taking out Auto Tusk Cubs on the draw. Probably cutting most, if not all, of their braids. I think we can cut one Werther Virtuoso. Maybe I don't want all 3 Chandra's defeats. Maybe I just want 2. I do like removal spells though. Maybe I don't want Torture Defiance that I want to draw. Could just be getting rid of these 2 on the draw and bringing in this. But like, I like this card a lot more when I'm playing with these cards. I'm going to try this on the draw. On the play, I'm pretty likely to bring in all 3 of these cards, though. What would I take out on the play? Let's keep one of Braid in. Yeah, this is what I'm going to try on the draw. I probably shouldn't be so afraid of a Chandra's defeat, but like, I play in absolute terror of that card. I can count probably on one hand how many times I've got 1 mana for a 4 mana drop in 1. This hand's keepable. He's on 5. We have a lot of our powerful cards. Certainly keeping a green mana. He's going to tune. He left on top, right? No, okay, he put on bottom. I just misread what I was looking at. Well, we have a pretty powerful hand, and he's on 4 cards, so we'll have to see what happens. Or sorry, he's on 5 cards. Rip. Can't talk, too dumb. Another very powerful card. So he hit his lands. Another very powerful card. Like, the hits keep on rolling in power-wise. This could easily die, but like, it replaces itself. And replacing itself's pretty darn good right now. Bristling Hydra. We're just going to play this land and copy his Hydra. Pretty willing to trade them. But he drew a lot of land. Very willing to trade these cards. Base down to 1 card. Well, snap trade if you want, opponent. Let's go. Let's go! I think I'm going to start with this before I decide how to finish the rest of this turn. Guess we're just going to hold it back. Our hand's way too powerful to, like, mess around here, I believe. Like, one of these Vraskas could very easily just win a game. So I think our hand's way, way too powerful to mess around. If I'd had a removal spell that could cleanly kill the Servant, I would have because of the black mana and all of that, but... Sure. Alright, so it looks like we will be attacking this Hydra into his Chandra. That means they're very likely going to trade. Can't get enough energy to protect mine, so just gonna send this across the table. Alright, so now we have an option. We can play the Vraska, or we can just jam Scarab, and I think we're just going to jam Scarab. If he's got like a confiscation coup, we can try to confiscation coup it back and all that. He has a Whirler Virtuoso, we could have a problem. That's not a Whirler Virtuoso, but that is a good card. I guess we should have just played the Scarab, or the Vraska's Relic Seeker. Looks like this was kind of bad of me. I should have just played Vraska. I'll lose to a Chandra Ultimate? I guess I should have just played the Vraska. I was worried about a Glorybringer just coming down and winning the game, but maybe that's not something I can worry about. If I draw on a Braid, we're going to be sad, right? It says own Scarab. Alright. Whew. I was scared for a second. Huh. If I confiscation coup it and keep it, I can't attack, so I think I have to do this one. It's the only thing I can do, because if I confiscation coup it, I can't attack the Chandra. Alright, opponent snap conceded the game out of anger. Alright, never mind. I thought opponent rage quit. Alright. Well, it's a nice little profit today. Sorry that the last couple games weren't interesting. I think opponent still had a chance there. I don't know if I would have conceded if I was him. Like, I get to attack the Chandra down to 1. On his next turn, he gets to tick up the Chandra and attack with the Servant and kill my thing and play a Scarab God, and we're like back in this even situation. But I don't know, the deck felt pretty good. I don't really understand the Search for Azcantas. I'm not a big fan of them. But again, you know, this is Yuya's list. He's a lot smarter than me. I liked everything else about the list. This is a list I think I would play in paper. I'm pretty sure I would cut the Search for Azcantas for like a Negate and a Life Crafters, or like a Negate and a Treasure Map, or even like a Negate and a Supreme Will. But like maybe the Search for Azcantas are good. They were certainly good the one game, but like I feel like just having extra Negates is better versus all the Glacial Fortress decks. But what do I know? Anyway, I want to thank you a lot today for the new follows, for all of the bits from JJ, from the bits from Altrocity, and from the 4-month resub from Sean. Appreciate all of that. We got a nice little 4-1. The deck was pretty fun. I would probably play it again. I might even play it again tomorrow, because I do do kind of want to get some more testing done. I don't know why. It looks like LSV's playing VMA with a Storm deck, and the Thief's playing Modern Collected Company, so if you enjoy that, that's great. Nobody I follow is currently playing Standard, so we're just going to host this guy. He's doing 30 days in a row with 30 different Modern decks, and he's a very solid streamer. There's a nice variety, a very intelligent player. I feel like I can learn a lot from him, so like maybe other people can too. Again, I generally like to host people that are playing Standard, but there just doesn't happen to be any Standard players on right now, so, or any Standard players that I follow rather. So anyway, I appreciate it, everybody. Thank you guys all for coming out, and thank you guys for all the support. Take care, and I'll be posting yesterday's video probably within the next hour on YouTube. Oh yeah, that reminds me. There's links down below to my Twitter and my Twitch if anybody cares. Take care, everybody, and have a good holiday.